Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the Noon News from Montana's news leader.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on your MTN Statewide News this Friday. I'm Jeanelle Slade. Well, the report is out. April's jobless rate soared, the worst month for American unemployment since the Great Depression. 20.5 million jobs have been lost. This averages out to be a little over 14% unemployment jobless rate. Economists were predicting the unemployment rate could be as high as 20%. One silver lining, analysts say job growth should resume by Memorial Day. Well, it might surprise you, but Costco's April sales fell as consumers eased off on panic buying. It's the first month Costco's sales have dropped in years. Some of the store's services like food courts and travel bookings were closed. So were the optical, hearing aid, and photo departments. Prior to April, Costco profited from shoppers overbuying for the pandemic. The store's online sales soared, rising 87% as consumers hunkered down at home. And if you're planning to head to Costco this weekend, remember, you must wear a mask. And here's something to savor this noon, a business that's doing better than ever in Great Falls. Brian's Top Notch Cafe has seen an 80% increase in business. The owner says prior to coronavirus shutdowns, business had been slow, so he started using social media and to-go services, along with daily Facebook posts to reach a larger audience. Now, more orders are coming in, nearly doubling Brian's Top Notch Cafe business. Phase 1 of Montana's reopening plan is expanding. Governor Steve Bullock announced gyms along with theaters and museums will be allowed to open a week from today. All of the businesses must cut their capacity in half. Gym staff will be required to wipe down equipment as often as possible throughout the day. Employees will be asked to wear masks at all times, and public health officials say gym members should do the same whenever possible. Theaters and museums will also be under a strict cleaning policy, and customers must be able to sit 6 feet apart at all times. Well, a first for Montana State University and its graduating class. The Honors College kicked off the weekend-long celebration from home. All graduation commencement ceremonies this weekend, including yesterday's, were virtual. Graduating students received a personalized invite from the college dean with a link to view the streamed program. Diplomas will be mailed to the students in July. Well, it's now time to check in on what we can expect for this Mother's Day weekend. Good afternoon, Ed. We're hoping it's good.
Yeah, Jeanelle, we're looking for temperatures to be fairly comfortable through the weekend, but we do have some concerns that a week ago really didn't look to be all that drastic. Here's the drought monitor for today, and you can see there are certainly some dry areas through the western U.S., including northern California, where it was an extreme drought as of last week. In Montana, a few dry patches, but here's the outlook as of today. Look how much it's expanded into eastern Montana, southern Montana, and northern Wyoming. So the dry conditions are around, and we've got more areas of extreme drought that are now popping up into Colorado. We'll let you know if the weekend forecast will give us a little relief on that front, plus the rest of the details coming up.
All right, thanks so much, Ed. Now here's some difficult news to take this noon. In Missoula, a veteran service dog was found with multiple gunshot wounds after he went missing. Missoula Animal Control received a call for what initially thought to be a stray dog wandering around a neighborhood Wednesday night. Now Luca was shot once in the shoulder and twice in the head, even requiring surgery to remove a bullet lodged near his jaw. Missoula Animal Control is asking the community to come forward if they know any information about the circumstances leading to Luca's injuries. Luca fortunately had a microchip and could be traced back to the shelter where he was adopted, tying him to a local veteran. And a disturbing story out of Butte, where police arrested a man accused of illegally entering a nursing home looking to rape residents. Jeffrey Westfall was spotted by staff trying to enter several rooms. They immediately called police and he was taken into custody. No one was injured in the incident. Management at the facility say they are upgrading security in the wake of this incident. Now, Westfall is a registered sex offender and is currently in jail. He faces charges of felony burglary and attempted rape. Well, in Great Falls, Benefice Health System providers have broken ground on an all-new Women's and Children's Center in the former Pierce parking lot at the Benefice East campus. The new facility will feature a playground-like atmosphere with playgrounds on every floor. Now, the center will help meet a variety of patient needs, from pediatric care to women's health and basic lab services. The 3-story building will also allow providers of various fields to work in close quarters and enhance the quality of their care. The Women's and Children's Center is set to open late next year. Well, the state today now reporting 2 new coronavirus cases out of Gallatin County. Those cases both reported out of Gallatin County late yesterday afternoon. The state COVID map shows as of midnight 22 active cases in Montana and 6 people hospitalized. Still, for the most of Montana, the news continues to be good in the battle to keep the coronavirus from spreading. You can see on this map all the counties in green. That's 26 of Montana's 56 counties have not reported a single case. Well, just 2 Wyoming counties, Platte and Weston, have not reported any cases so far. Overall, state health authorities reported 4 new cases yesterday. The good news, 12 people recovered to bring the total number of people infected to 48. Well, all across the state and country, hospital patients and families often have a need for care from the clergy. But as COVID-19 has changed everything and how that care is given, MTN's David J. reports.
May our prayers rise up to you, O Lord.
Daily Mass is one way for chaplains to help patients at St. Vincent Healthcare.
One of our chaplains is a full-time Catholic priest, and he provides Mass every day of the week. But because we're not supposed to be gathering together in groups of people, he performs Mass to an empty chapel. Those services, however, are live streamed right into every patient room.
Billings Clinic chaplains also need to use the technology.
Go electronic and do telephonic chaplaincy. So we're all learning to change in this world.
Here at Billings Clinic, the clergy parking spaces are empty, and that's pretty much most of the time. And that's because, for the most part, outside clergy aren't allowed inside the hospital. And it's the same thing here at St. Vincent. These parking spots are empty, and it's changed the way the chaplains do their work.
We receive a lot of phone calls from folks, either from patients themselves or from their families, saying, in the absence of our pastor being able to go up and see our loved one, could you do that for us?
And they have a new challenge when they do meet in person.
We rely so much on body language. With the mask on our face and the mask on the patient's face, we lose half of our ability to read those things.
For patients, a hospital stay brings about a need for a chaplain.
When people are in the hospital, and especially under these current conditions, they have a tendency to kind of think more than usual about, let's say, the things of the Lord or their situation. And so we get a lot of calls of people who want to talk to a chaplain.
When people end up in the hospital, there's a natural sense of anxiety. We can all in these times get tunnel vision, and we forget all the blessings that we have around us.
The Lord is there. He's walking this journey with you. Reach out, depend on your family, depend on your friends. They're there for you. Pray.
In Billings, David J., MTN News.
Thanks, David. And the statewide, or the chaplains at the hospitals can help people of all denominations and religions. Well, still ahead on your noon news, we are hitting the books with the opening of Willow Creek School to study up on getting back to class in the midst of coronavirus. The time now is 12:08, but first, Ed's in next with your statewide weather forecast.